Well, hell. I was gonna do a review on Spirit, and I was gonna pose him with Freedom in his hand, and he broke. We got a shoulder came apart here. It's cracked on this side too, and look, his whole arm is coming off. So, I mean, I suppose instead of making a whole trail of tears about it, since the video's already set up to run, we'll just have to repair them. And I'll do it on camera. I happen to have another Spirit torso here with some arms. They're really faded though. Yellowed. Blue turns green when it yellows, but you know what I mean. But there's no cracks in the shoulders, in the joints. So this was my beater one, and this was my good one, but I guess you're going to have I guess I'm going back to a beater one, or at least beater shirt sleeves and arms anyway. But, hey, we can do this on camera and make it a learning experience for everybody, right? So we're just going to remove this, whatever, loincloth, dilly bob here. And, oh, and if you guys are wondering, anybody with a sharp eye is going to notice this isn't his waist. Spirit's crotches are notorious for breaking off. And it's really hard to find a matching color for this. So I used a Lennard Core Tracker Tom crotch for this. And I'll show you how what I did with the Tracker Tom after we're done with this guy. But first of all, we need a handy dandy screwdriver right here in the hole. And make sure your screw's not too rusty. I'm just going to go real gentle, lefty loosey, you know. I'm just going to back it right on out. And tap it over here. Safekeeping. Remember where that's at, and we won't lose it. And then sometimes you can just twist the head. Sometimes you can just stick something up in the bottom just to get a little split there. Get a fingernail up underneath it or something. Kind of pry them apart. There we go. And he pops. Okay. Yeah, that's a shame, man. Whole arm went kaboom. And this one too. Look at that crack there. That's gonna go anytime. Let's put this in my spare parts. One day I'll drill out these rivets. We'll drill out these rivets and maybe replace them with a new hinge. But in the meantime, we just gotta have a working Spirit, man. So we got our O-ring in. Turn our head kind of straight there. Check for any obstructions or loose anythings. And then I already took the screw out of this one, so we're just gonna pry it apart. And I don't know. You know, I could just use this one and it would all match. But look how nice that is. Look how nice and unfaded that is. I think we'll just go with, what do you think? Faded sleeves? Or faded everything? It's a tough one, man. You know, I think I'm just going to go with faded sleeves. Something like that. Or he's wearing an undershirt or an overshirt. I don't know. Again, temporary until I can find another good one, but it took me a minute to find a spirit torso that was as good as this one, with arms as good as this one, and the shoulders are cracked. Oh well, so I always set mine down and kind of leave the head in. You can't even see it on camera. Sorry. I always set mine down and kind of set the arms in place and kind of, have the head in there. And then you could just set this down and pull the torso or pull the waist back some till it snaps into place. Different figs take different kind of manipulations, but for the most part, you can basically do it like this. Just pull that rubber band out there, like that. And, well, it is what it is. Matches in the back. Look, that's okay. We do what we do. We do what we gotta do to preserve our Joes. But sometimes time's our enemy, and it's not very nice to this plastic over the years, especially some of the certain colors. But all right, now I have uncracked shoulder joints, and we'll get his loincloth back on so he's not feeling so exposed here. There we go. And, well, he's not as good as before, but he's not broken. So, there's that. Anyways, that's how you change out cracked arms or replace an O-ring if you need to. Simple as a screwdriver and a couple careful turns. Yeah. I think I'm going to save the review of this figure for later. But you see all these parts over here, we're going to put them away, and maybe we'll find a use for them later. We may be able to salvage something out of them. The torso's still good, even though it's faded. And, well, the lower arms are good if we really need to drill them out and, do something like that drastic. But, look at that, though. A modern Freedom on a vintage Spirit. How cool is that? Anyway, again, was going to be a review, turned into a repair video, but it was still fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you learned something, or at least enjoyed it. People, as you guys out there that have changed these things out before, already know what's up. You know the feeling. And if you haven't, well, maybe you gained a little knowledge. But yeah, that was a bummer. But hey, it is what it is, and we still have a Freedom Spirit in one piece for now, until I track down some nice blue arms like that again. All right. Well, that was an experience. That's all the time I got right now. Let's wrap this up, and I will see you guys later on a brighter note. How about that? All right.